If your cat could talk, what do you think they would say? Perhaps something like, "Hey, human, open the can of tuna already." But did you know that your feline friend hears things that you don't? Curious to learn more about your cat's super hearing? Keep watching for 9 amazing things cats hear that you don't. Number 1, voices beyond our range of hearing. When it comes to hearing, we humans are rather limited. We typically can hear sounds between 20 Hz and 20 kHz. Anything below 20 Hz is too deep or infrasound for us to detect, while anything above 20 kHz is too high or ultrasound for our ears to pick up. Cats, however, have much better hearing than we do. They can hear sounds as low as 45 Hz and as high as 89 kHz. This means that your cat can hear sounds an octave lower and an octave higher than you can. So when you're sitting in the living room and you hear a deep rumble that sounds like a monster truck, your cat may be hearing an ultrasonic whistle from a toy mouse that you didn't even realize was making noise. Or when you're trying to sleep at night but there's a cricket chirping outside, your cat may be hearing a much higher pitched sound that you can't detect. So if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to react to sounds that you can't hear, their super hearing allows them to detect sounds that are beyond our range of hearing, which means that there is a whole world of noise that is all around us that we simply can't detect. Number 2, sounds from further away. Not only can cats hear sounds that are outside of our range of hearing, but they can also hear sounds that are much quieter and coming from much farther away. This is because cats have much more sensitive hearing than we do. Their ears are simply better at picking up faint sounds that are produced by animals such as mice. While a human ear can detect sounds as quiet as 0 decibels, a cat's ear can detect sounds as quiet as -10 decibels. That's 10 decibels quieter than we can hear. To put that into perspective, a whisper is about 30 decibels, a normal conversation is about 60 decibels, and a jackhammer is about 80 decibels. So your cat has ears that are almost as good as mine, if not better. You've ever wondered how your cat always seems to hear a mouse squeaking in the walls or a bird chirping outside, even when you can't hear a thing? Their super hearing allows them to detect sounds that are much fainter and coming from much farther away than we can. So if you've ever wondered why your cat always seems to be listening intently to something that you can't hear, it's because they're picking up on sounds that are outside of our range of hearing. Number 3, higher pitch than us. As we mentioned before, cats can hear sounds that are higher pitched than we can. This means that they can communicate with each other in ways that we simply can't detect. Cats typically use ultrasonic vocalizations to communicate with each other, and these sounds are way too high-pitched for us to hear. However, scientists have developed special microphones that can pick up these sounds so that we can analyze them. And what they found is that cats use a variety of ultrasonic vocalizations to communicate, including meows, chirps, and whistles. These sounds are used for a variety of purposes, such as greeting each other, asking for food or attention, or even expressing pain or distress. So if you've ever wondered why your cat suddenly starts meowing really loudly when you come home, it may be because they're really excited to see you and want to greet you with a meow that is too high-pitched for you to hear. Or if you've ever wondered why your cat suddenly starts crying out in the middle of the night, it may be because they're really in pain or distress and making a sound that you simply can't detect. So if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to be communicating with you in a language that you don't understand, it may be because their ultrasonic vocalizations are simply too high-pitched for you to hear. Number 4, quieter than us. In addition to being able to hear sounds that are higher pitched than us, cats can also hear sounds that are much quieter than we can. This is because their ears are simply more sensitive than ours. A cat's ear can detect sounds as quiet as -10 decibels, while a human ear can only detect sounds as quiet as 0 decibels. That means a cat's ear is 10 decibels more sensitive than a human ear. To put that into perspective, a whisper is about 30 decibels. So a cat's ear is almost 3 times more sensitive than a human ear. This means that cats can hear sounds that are extremely quiet, such as the heartbeat of a mouse. If you've ever wondered how your cat always seems to know where the mice are hiding, even when you can't hear a thing, their super hearing allows them to detect the heartbeat of a mouse, which is extremely quiet and difficult for us to hear. So if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to be stalking invisible prey, it may be because they're hearing the heartbeat of a mouse that you simply can't detect. Number 5. Different than us. In addition to being able to hear sounds that are outside of our range of hearing and sounds that are quieter than we can hear, cats also hear differently than we do. This means that they perceive the world around them in a completely different way than we do. When we hear a sound, our brains process the information and we perceive it as coming from a certain location. However, cats' brains process auditory information in a different way. They have a much better sense of sound localization, which means that they can pinpoint the exact location of a sound. This is because cats have two ears that are located on the sides of their head, which gives them a wide auditory field. In addition, cats' ears are more mobile than ours, which means that they can move them independently to focus on a particular sound. This means that when a cat hears a sound, its brain is able to quickly and accurately determine where it's coming from. This ability is especially useful for cats because it allows them to locate their prey. When a mouse squeaks, a cat can quickly determine where it is and pounce on it. It also helps them to avoid predators. If a cat hears a dog barking in the distance, it can quickly move out of the way and avoid being caught. So if you've ever wondered why your cat always seems to be listening intently to something that you can't hear, it may be because they're using their super hearing to gather information about their surroundings. Number 6. More than us. Another amazing thing about cats' hearing is that they can hear more than we can. This means that they're able to detect subtle differences in sound, such as the difference between a squeak and a chirp. Cats' ears are simply more sensitive than ours, and they're also able to process auditory information more quickly. This means that they can hear sounds that are very similar to each other, such as to different types of bird song, whereas we might not be able to tell the difference between them. 7. Better than us. In addition to being able to hear more than us, cats' hearing is simply better than ours. Their ears are more sensitive, and they're also able to process auditory information more quickly. This means that they're able to hear sounds that are very quiet or very high-pitched, and they're also able to hear sounds that are coming from very far away. So if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to be a better listener than you are, it may be because their hearing is literally super-powered. Number 8. Sounds with multiple notes. Cats can hear sounds that have multiple notes or harmonies, while we can only hear sounds that have one note at a time. This is because cats have more auditory receptors than we do, and they're also able to process auditory information more quickly. This means that they can hear sounds that have many different frequencies at once, such as the sound of a bird singing in a tree. They can also hear sounds that have a complex harmonic structure, such as the sound of a cat's meow. So if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to be able to sing along with birds, it may be because they're hearing the multiple notes or harmonies in their song. Or if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to respond to your meow, it may be because they're able to hear the complex harmonics in it. Number 9. Quieter heartbeats. In addition to being able to hear sounds that are outside of our range of hearing, cats can also hear heartbeats that are much quieter than we can. This means that they can detect the heartbeat of very small animals, such as mice, which are very difficult for us to hear. The heartbeat of a mouse is about 600 beats per minute, while the heartbeat of a human is about 100 beats per minute. This means that a mouse's heartbeat is 6 times faster than a human's heartbeat. And because cats can hear sounds that are 6 times higher than us, they were able to detect the heartbeat of a mouse even when it is hiding in a wall or under floorboards. So if you've ever wondered how your cat always seems to find the mice no matter where they're hiding, it may be because their super hearing allows them to detect the heartbeat of these tiny creatures, which is incredibly difficult for us to hear. So there you have it, 9 amazing things that cats hear that you don't. From sounds that are outside of our range of hearing to sounds that are much quieter than we can hear, cats' super hearing allows them to perceive the world around them a completely different way than we do. So if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to be a better listener than you are, it may be because their hearing is literally super powered. Do you know any other things that cats can hear that you can't? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss out on future content. Thanks for watching.